Hi, and welcome to the Rave TV. I'm Linda Kay here with Mike from Hinder.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, thanks for coming.
No problem.
All right, can you tell me a little bit about your latest album, Take It to the Limit?
Oh yeah, Take It to the Limit. We recorded it the early part of this year for 3 or 4 months up in Vancouver, Canada. You know, we kept the same producer that we had on Extreme Behaviour just because, you know, the formula worked and it went smoothly, and he's like our 6th member of the band. So, yeah, this record we got a lot more time to work on because we were out on the road for, you know, 2.5 years, and we basically wrote the whole time and had a bunch of stuff to write about. So we got to write the record we wanted, and we didn't get too much pressure from the label, so it came together pretty easy.
Good, so it was just very different putting this album together versus Extreme Behavior, like you said, with the songwriting and your experiences on the road.
Yeah, Extreme Behavior, I just joined the band in 2004, and we got signed like early 2005, and they had already had 6 demo tracks done, and we basically got signed, went straight to the studio, and we wrote half of the album in the studio. So, you know, it was more of a rushed thing, and we just had to, you know, pound them out in the studio as quick as we could so we could get it out and get on the road. So there was a lot more pressure on that one than there was on Take It to the Limit.
Oh, nice. All right, so your website, it's a great way for fans to interact with you, and people are able to send in their pictures, you know, with you from the shows or, you know, their parties or meet and greets. How's that been with, you know, interacting with your fans that way versus just, you know, people, you know, coming to the shows and not being able to, you know, interact with you that way?
Well, I mean, when we first started touring, the biggest part of, you know, how we got to where we are is our fans. And, you know, the smaller tour that we did starting out, we got to go out into the crowd, you know, because we were playing first. So we got to hang out in the bar with all the people and get to know people, take shots with them, you know, basically be friends with them and hang out. And that was basically how Extreme Behavior did as well as it did. And so we wanted to kind of carry that on into our website and have it, you know, be as interactive as possible for the fans. So, you know, they can know what we're doing, know what we're all about, and actually feel like they're part of our band because, I mean, they basically keep us going. So, I mean, like, we let them select our next single. We'll put, like, a bunch of songs out there so that they can choose which is their favorite, and that's usually what we pick for our singles.
Nice. What's up with the Catfight portion of the website? Whose idea was that?
Actually, it's kind of a rip because whenever we were up in Vancouver, the first album, we were messing around on the internet because there's a lot of downtime whenever you're recording, and we found this website called Hot or Not, and it was kind of like you log on. I don't know if you've been on or know it. We were bored, and we got on this thing, and it's basically like they put 2 chicks, or, you know, if you're into dudes, 2 dudes, and you pick which one's hot or not. I think that's how it went. There's something like that, but we got the idea from that, and, you know, we like the ladies, and so we were trying to come up with a way to get more pictures of hot chicks on our website. So we come up with the idea of the catfight, and people get on there and they choose which ones. And we actually have a video catfight now. I don't know if we got too many submitted yet, but there's a few on there, and they're getting creative, and I got a feeling they're going to get a lot more fun later on.
Oh, that's good. And, you know, it's a way for you to interact with the fans, right? And the ladies. All right, this is your second time playing here at the Rave. Have you guys explored the building at all, heard about the history of the building?
The first time we were here, we did. We went downstairs in the pool, and, you know, they were telling us it was haunted and, you know, and whatnot. And so we kind of got the tour and went around into all these different rooms and corridors and stuff like that. And the story I remember from the first time we were here was we went down to the pool, and we brought our, you know, digital camera, and, you know, they say, like, orbs will show up on pictures and they're ghosts or spirits or whatever. Well, we went down to the pool and we were just snapping off pictures, and Austin got down into the pool, and we took a picture of him, and there were all these little glowing dots, like, all around him. And then we immediately took another one right after that, and all those dots moved. They were in different positions, and so I don't know if that was ghosts or not or whatever. That's the only history I really know about it. I heard something about World War II, some kind of secret place down in the basement or something, but, you know, we heard lots of stuff when we came.
Well, it's definitely fun here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so you guys are currently headlining the Jagermeister tour. So do you get a lot of free Jager? Do you get that actual, you know, dispenser?
We have it in our bus. We've had it in our bus for